This is 196 gold and jade crown from the Three Kingdoms period of Korea. This is from the Sila Kingdom in particular. It was made in the 5th to the 6th century, and it is classified as metalwork. The context is the Silla was one of 3 kingdoms in Korea, the Koguro, Baekje, and Silla. Here you can see the Silla in the turquoise. And before Buddhism arrived here, Buddhism has been the most popular religion in Korea, although it's being supplanted right now by Christianity. Before Buddhism, though, the community practiced shamanism, which is the worship of spirits in nature. And this gold and jade crown is from that style of worship. So here are the burial mounds that leaders and their family members and other, I guess, important officials in the government could be buried in. And this is where the golden jade crown was found. Here are more burial mounds. These are also in the Silla Kingdom on the coast in Busan. This is one of the burial mounds that's been excavated. Not all of them are excavated because once you open them up, they're exposed to the elements and you have to do all of your archaeology work. And so this one is open up, and this is what it looks like inside. So the mounds are somewhat hollow, and then there it was a grave inside with the king or the queen's casket, and all of these very valuable artifacts. This is what it would look like inside today. It's a museum that you can go into. In terms of context, there was great cross-cultural connection as illustrated by this golden jade crown. You can see here on the left, this is a gold crown from Afghanistan, and it has 5 trees, it's got flowers, and it has gold discs on it. So here are the flowers, and then each of these vertical shapes, those are trees, and then little discs. So Korea was connected to the Silk Road, although marginally, right? So here's the massive Silk Road network, and then there's a water route and then an overland route that would have come extended into the Korean peninsula right here. And so found in these burial mounds are also like artifacts, like this is glass from the Romans. In terms of form, the golden jade crown is made of gold, and it's very thin gold and jade discs. It is shaped like a tree in the center. Yeah, there are 3 branches of the tree, so to speak, and then there are 2 antler offshoots. So you can see this is very animal and nature focused. And then hanging off of the base are these shimmery and I guess shimmery adornments. So these 3 vertical branches we think are symbolizing a sacred tree that grew in sacred grounds, and this would be the mythology of the early Silla Kingdom. And this world tree was like an axis mundi that connected heaven and earth. And so that's represented here. And then hanging off of that tree are these jade kind of half moon objects that would represent the fruit of the tree branches. And so that represents, fertility and abundance. And then the function of these golden objects that would be found, not this one's from Afghanistan, so it's not found in the Three Kingdoms burial mounds, but this is like a belt, and these being buried in these mounds were obvious signs of huge social status. And then some of them were objects that might be used in the next life, like here's represented some fish. That would have been a spiritual object, but here this would have held a needle even. So the other function of this gold and jade crown is that with the shamanistic ceremonies, a member of the ruling class would have worn this, like probably the female, the empress, would have worn this, and it would have shimmered as they would have walked, and it would have shown their power. And it would have also just have been a connection between these leaders or shaman and the spirit world. So this is the gold and jade crown from the Three Kingdoms period, the Sila Kingdom in particular in Korea. It is made in the 5th and 6th century, and it is considered metalwork.